here. I'm I'm uh, I'm closing this door here. I'm presenting myself with this hand. Closes this door here. As soon as she leaves, I lower my shoulders. Going a little faster. I'm gonna tell her no. Going faster. I'm gonna tell her no. Like in the purpose of I already worked this side a little bit more than that. So I want to be recorded like that she leaves. Okay, she leaves a little bit faster. I'm gonna be in front of her, asking her, hey, slow down, look at my body language. Feel my shoulders are low. Okay? She's accelerating a little bit. I'm gonna stop her and say, hey, wait. And then I'm gonna have the pause. This is so important to have this pause, this grounded, the grounded stance. Okay, right here. But I'm a stance and I'm ready for whatever. If she goes that way, I'm gonna block it. If she goes that way, I'm gonna block it. So the warrior in me is in a pause for her to say, like I can say it because this is constantly in my head.
Right.
In my head, warrior poet king is constant. So my poet in me is saying, hey, wait for her. You send it away. Then we're gonna wait for her to, if she's like that, very calm and everything. So I'm gonna ask her, can we go that way? And can we go slowly? I lower my shoulders, okay? If she's going a little faster, I'm gonna step in front of her just a little bit, not enough to stop her. Right there, she stopped on her own, which is great because it's the opposite of going faster. Okay, again, I'm gonna ask her. Accelerating, I'm gonna tell her with my body. I'm gonna tell her with my body. I'm gonna tell her with my body. Wait. There. As soon as she's gonna leave, I immediately stop her, and went to the pause again. I'm gonna invite her in. Follow me. I'm gonna develop this leading from the front. So I go both, constantly both, leading from the front, leading from behind, which is when I send her around, I'm gonna be behind her girth. Right now in a purpose of slowing her down, because she's a more go, I'm gonna be almost in front of her, okay? I ask her. Let it pass me. A little bit behind, she's gonna feel like that hurricane. Send it a little wave. Hey, stop. So you see how I go into that position, but right now it's too soon because she takes that position like Romy. Right here. My position should be behind that girth and that I'm more concentrated in the tail. Right now I'm gonna say, let's stop that. Romy. No? You see, I'm not in that position yet, but I'm building it up. All right? And I'm building it up that she understands what I want. I don't want her to go around me like a maniac.
Right.
So those little corrections, that's what it gets that understanding. And when you get an understanding, that gives birth to influence. So now I can influence her. The more she understands me, I can influence her. Right? And that's how we develop. Right? Not by force, not by dominance, not by, only through that. Understanding gives birth to influence. So right here, I'm gonna try the other side. So you see how I don't let it go to, as soon as, because she has to live with my energy. She has to match my energy. So I correct her way before it happens. So, and that's why, so some people will say, oh, but she's not accelerated.
Right.
Okay. You have worked with her, and you told me she was like, it took her a while to get it like.
Well, I could tell her intention was to accelerate just then.
Okay, yeah, I can feel that, but I will not get to that.
Right.
I will not let it get to that, because I have to be that influence on her that, hey, wait a minute, let's walk, let's be relaxed, let's be chill, let's guide each other. So I'm gonna ask her to go that way. I'm putting some energy towards here. So I want that part to move. You see, with energy, not with the line, not with hitting her, only with my energy, because every time they will move. If you got the end of the rope, okay, and you start putting pressure, and then you hit her, she's gonna do it, but it's not gonna be, in my view, respectful. So I gotta respect her, because I don't want nobody to tell me, hey, move, boom, boom, and then I move. Okay? So ask her here, and every time it's gonna be more understood. That was a very better. Right there, she's accelerating. I'm gonna stay way in front of her. She's coming a little bit. There you go. So I don't wanna make it uncomfortable with the line. When I push my energy, I give that line so she can go back and she can say, what the hell are you doing? But we are creating boundaries, okay? But she's not gonna feel uncomfortable at any moment. Again. Oh, I love that. You see that she kind of corrects her, like she, oh, are you sure we're going that way? Okay, so I ask her, okay. She's going a little bit faster. I'm gonna step in front a little bit. If I present this hand block this way, and then energy push. Using energy instead of pressure. There you go. There you go. Very good. You can keep going. Keep going. There you go. There you go. There you go. Accelerating. I'm just like telling her, hey, you know what? You're going too fast. So you see the signals now. Like if I have to, if I did a couple of times like that, and she don't, then I kind of do a little bit more energetic. Like no, like let's go nice and soft. Romy, please. Out of the corral. Romy, out of the corral. her, okay, already. So, I just want to walk with her like this, okay? I'm putting my hand here. I'm not gonna, if she gets too accelerated, okay, right here I want to stop, and then I'm gonna introduce my hand and my torso to, hey, I'm the one who's gonna tell you to go forward when I squeeze. So I'm gonna squeeze, click, and when she goes, I leave it alone. I just rub her. It's getting accelerated. I'm gonna step in front. It's getting accelerated. I'm gonna step in front. And again, it's not, I'm saying the word accelerating and people are gonna say,
I know.
She's not accelerating.
Right.
I'm anticipating the acceleration.
Right.
Okay, because I know she's accelerated.
She is an accelerated horse.
But then that's that. But when people see the video, it's like, oh, that's not accelerate. I have a puzzle that is accelerated. She's not.
Right.
So,
get on her and she'll show
yeah.
you how accelerated she is.
For the record, don't let her go accelerated.
Right.
I just feel like in the time that she's gonna pick up, if I don't say something, I'm not doing anything.
Right.
So I have to do it way before she even think about it. And you can feel it. You can feel it when she is a little, we can call it, okay, she's picking up.
Right.
Just that.
Right.
Okay? I like that. When I squeeze, you see, she thought about going a little faster. Then I'm gonna correct her here, and we just work on it. But at the first step, she took a step and stopped. You see, now her brain is doing what I telling her, what I'm influencing her to say, don't just go 0 to 60. We don't need that.
Right.
So again, I'm gonna ask her, squeeze, and then let's go. And then I'm gonna go with her with my energy, very soft. So you see, she's being very cautious on going forward. I love that, because that's the opposite, right?
Right.
And that's what you said. Okay, you know, when I was lunging her, she was not accelerated when I got her, but she was working around me with a marching pace, let's say that, or a marching walk.
Right.
Okay, it has to be a very slow walk for her to say, you start putting the reins, and then we're gonna start putting the work later. But right now is the concept of it. Hey, can you match my energy? I don't have to be on top of you, and then and then I'm gonna start calling her and using my torso and my leg to turn it, because that's gonna help us. She likes to gate, like you told me, close to a fence, and as soon as she has that rail, she just goes, and you told me I can put the reins, not have reins, and she will keep going, not breaking gate, not doing that. It's like it's been programmed to that. But I cannot go to the middle of the arena or kind of take it away from that, because she becomes side passing and all that stuff, right?
Right.
I understood that.
Right.
So we're gonna see how far we go from here, and then how we can help her with that and guide her. So again, I'm gonna squeeze there. I didn't have to click that way that time, so she's looking there you go. I'm gonna start putting this hand a little bit, so I can say, hey, can I turn you? Can I use this leg and say, hey, don't go towards that fence. That's the important thing because I'm gonna need it when she wants to go to the fence.
Right.
There you go. So right there, I'm gonna anticipate that fence. This is taking, so I suggest, hey, no, let's go that way. So with my torso, I'm gonna start saying, hey, can we go to the fence? Can we go to the fence? Can we go to the, cannot go to the fence with this hand, okay? I'm asking her, when I sit deep, when you feel pressure, like that I go down, my legs off, I take all my breath and then boom, decompress on you, that means stop.
Stop.
At the beginning it was like, what the hell is going on?
Not.
So I stood there, putting a pressure down until she stops. When she stopped, I just praise, and then we be here for a little bit. Okay? I gotta put it on. If I want her to go with my seat, not with the reins, not with the, I like to do that way prior of putting the reins. And I know she's been reading, she's been all that, but it's going back to make some points that they were never put on her. They were never, because I guess, I don't know how she gates. She gates pretty good, right? She's like very well gated. So usually when they train this type of horses, is more like, okay, the gait is phenomenal, so they work on that gait, that she doesn't break it, that she's perfect on it. But they forget one of most important gaits, that is the walk. Okay? Man. So again, I'm gonna ask her to go forward. There, I'm squeezing. There, when she goes, I go with her. I keep hugging her because I'm gonna have my legs around her, and I don't want her to be afraid of my legs. And I like to move my hand over here and over here so she gets used to it. Okay, pasos, if you see a lot of the pasos, they don't use the leg, this is right here, and then or they use the leg is to like push her more into that gate. Okay? There. So I'm gonna monkey around a little bit, you know. So you see how I influence that shoulder to go, because I'm putting all this torso of me that direction. So why she does it so perfectly? Because I'm not interfering with her balance.
Right.
I'm not doing it using the head, and then when you start using the head first and then the leg, it's all over the place. So that to me is a maneuver that you don't need to teach the horses. They do it all. They go this way, they go perfectly that way, because I want to go this side. They do all those maneuvers on their own. So you don't need to teach it, but you need to influence it. Whoa, I want you to move that shoulder in front of you. Here with my torso, and in this case, because I'm riding from the ground,
Mm-hmm.
I'm introducing my leg later, but she's gonna notice. She's gonna feel that when I put my leg here, and then I put pressure, is to move away from it.
Mm-hmm.
So so um so it's a better understanding, and remember, understanding gets you influence. She gets influenced by me. I want her to go around. I'm putting my torso there, right there. She has to be around my leg. In this case, it's my torso in this stuff. The other leg goes a little bit into the shoulder. Okay, here. So she's gonna be nice and round. Okay, when she feels the leg, when I'm on top of her, she's gonna say, "Oh, I done that. I feel that." It's like to go around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whew. Yeah, that's why you do it in little sessions. It doesn't have to be a lot. Right now, I'm putting a little bit longer, so you she gets the concept, and you don't have to do it that much. And hopefully, in these 2-3 days, you only do it from the top.
Right.
Okay?
That would be
And
nice.
You will not have to do it from the ground, because when you pass it on to that, when you pass that, and she's like not worried.
Right.
It's right there. I click a little bit there. So she's kind of leaning on me. I'm gonna push it a little bit. Right there, right there, right there. Then around, round, round. Then up here, here, there. So when we started, she didn't understand. She was turning, say, "Why are you putting that pressure?" Now I put in that weight on her, and she, "Oh, that means stop. Let's relax." So right there, she stopped on her own. I didn't put the pressure, but I just said, "Hey, let's keep going a little longer." gonna see when she's picking up the pace. I'm gonna see if she does she say, oh, okay. So, like, people would put like a one ring stop, but they, I don't do it anymore because I found this more productive.
Yeah.
I have some horses that they came here like they have done the one ring stop and they just like say, okay, you know what is the point for me going? They just kind of locked and they don't want to go forward. So it's a problem that you created because you every time, oh, I'm stopping, I one ring stopping, one ring stopping. So in this one I just hey, let's stop. But it's all through energy. I don't have to pull that. Have you ever seen me pull the head? No. So my seat is right here. But I like to do it from the ground. Because from the ground, if she doesn't have the concept, then it's gonna be like
Right.
too much. Right? I'm gonna do a little bit of the other side. Not so close to for her. She has to remember that this side. So see, I go close to the fence. She picking up speed. Okay? So the way I correct it, I can take it away. Maybe go away or just a little circle. Like that I'm gonna take it all away. Like right there, I'm not gonna go back to the fence. I did it a couple of times. And I don't want her to, you see, I have to influence her but that she doesn't get, oh yeah, we're doing this, and then it's right there, she's picking up speed. I'm gonna see deep, 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 until she stops. Girl. Every time gets little by little, the amount of pressure that that I have to put. As soon as she feels like that switch,
Mm-hmm.
okay, she's responding nicely. So tomorrow we're gonna put the reins on, and then I work her with the head. So right there I feel this part tense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold her right there. Then if she's trying to come towards me, I'm gonna put my right hand in her neck.
All right.
Because this is a very important this acceleration, this pole here. Okay, so right there it tells me like that, and then if I'm gonna be on top of her right here, I'm not gonna influence her to slow down.
Right.
She's gonna say I'm
I'm
going
doing
fast, and you know, so we gotta work on that to be really like if I call that nose there, I don't need to go all the way there at the beginning, but I just massage it like that, boom. Then I'm gonna ask her to go forward a little bit, because as soon as I'm gonna call that nose, this is gonna happen. She's gonna go with that hind end like that, and she's gonna say, oh, because all this is connected.
All right.
Okay, so I gotta disconnect that part. So I'm asking her, let's do it. Forward, forward, forward. Then I'm gonna ask her to give me that nose. But immediately I'm gonna tell her with my right hand, right? Hey, here. And I influence you to, instead of that shoulder coming into me, cross over and go that way. But I need the nose. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, like if I don't have that on her, I work it until I have that nose and she keeps going forward like semi-straight. Right there, she's tense. There. I'm gonna ask her, wait for her to give a little bit. Right. Done. So she is little by little. Right here, I'm gonna say, hey, can you give me that nose? Right there. Without her trying to come towards me at the beginning, and she lean on it. Here. So right there, she's leaning. There. So this ball is what is gonna give me the natural collection. When they are right here in your hands, they don't need you don't need to force it into it. You just have to supple it, and it's a muscle. You gotta work it. Boom. As she goes there. You see how there? You see how I asking her, give me the nose, but the shoulder goes the opposite way. I don't want it here, and I don't want you to turn the butt. Okay? Ah. Then I'm gonna call that nose. Oh, that's way much softer. Way, not like perfect, but way much softer. Okay. Right here, I'm gonna say, hey, can we go that way? But you give me that nose right there. You give me that nose, and don't move the whole body towards me. Don't move it. So if she gets accelerated, and I can do this to even, you see, I'm not doing a one-way stop, but I'm just saying, hey, and then what happened when I did that?
She stopped.
She stopped. She said, oh, something, that means slow down and don't go towards him, okay? to stop, I keep my energy going. Here. Masker here. There you go. There you go. Nice. There you go. And we are in the fence. We are like, oh, I got a game. I said, hey, wait, can you slow down? Can you slow down? Can you slow down? Can you slow down? There, there, there. Now can you see where we're going? And can you see what you were missing?
Yeah.
Because I think it was